Greetings, positive trenders. We are live for the close. Let's see, we are live for the close. There we go. How come my tweets don't move markets, right? That'd be pretty funny. Good afternoon, positive trenders. So yeah, hope everybody's having a great day. Hope everybody's having a great trade day today. Yeah, pretty impressive move today. I guess it's not ordinary Friday. Can everybody see the screen okay? Let me just log in and check here, make sure it's coming through on mine. It is not showing. Oh, no, there it is. It's good. Okay, good. Good. Hey, Alpesh. Yeah, I don't know why I took a minute there. So yeah, what a day today, huh? So, Joe, I know. Well, gosh, did you guys see this today? Like the Go bar here. So, yeah. And I was like, I don't even want to talk about why I didn't get an entry on this one. So I really don't. But yeah, obviously it's quite in the money right now. So there were 2,900 puts that I was looking at. I've got it pulled up right here. The entry was around like $2. There's your confluence bar right here. Entry was actually kind of pulled back a little bit, $3.18. And I know, Alpesh, it's cool. These hit from $3, they hit $51. So yeah, and I missed this, and I was about to take the trade, and it's kind of funny because from my end, I'm here and I'm like, it did. No, I'm not gonna. Here's the only thing I'm thinking about swinging, guys. The only thing I'm thinking about swinging is gold, long. And let me tell you why. There's so much volatility now in the market. That's the only thing I could think of that maybe has a low volatility. And I can't imagine things are going to rebound by Monday. So it's like the IV is so high right now that I wouldn't want to swing puts, right? Because if there was a little bit of a pullback, right, it would. Oh no, it's okay. I'm just not moving it. Can you see it now? I was just kind of pausing. Yeah, I was just pausing. I was just there just talking. But anyway, here, yeah, this is the entry. This is the Go bar. I tweeted this out earlier. I mean, it's perfect, right? It really was, and it was like right in the cloud, right? Rejected the cloud, rejected key levels, rejected the prior day's close, right? And then quick breakdown. And then it was so funny because I was listening to the Squawk, and he's like reading Trump's tweet, and I'm like, this is horrible, right? Because he's like reading it out loud, like the president's like saying, like, we don't need China. I mean, it's like saying no trade deal whatsoever. It's like we don't need China. And I'm like looking at it, and I'm like, it's starting to move. And I was like, if I tweet this out like here, like at like from my perspective, or if I tweet it out here, and then by the time the tweet goes out, right, you're up, it's like at $4, right? I'm like, this thing could reverse, right? I mean, you have to see how I'm kind of seeing it, right? And so, I mean, there's no way I knew it was going to go to 50. I mean, I knew it was bad, but and here it did. It reversed actually pretty hard. So imagine if like by the time the tweet went out, right? I mean, no one's going to follow me in a trade at like 20 bucks, right? But it went from like 20 bucks, pull back to like 16. You know what I mean? So even here, I would have taken, if you trail bar by bar by bar, I would have been in at 3 and would have taken profit at 18. You know what I'm saying? So, but I mean, goodness gracious. I mean, if you really had the, I mean, it was bad news. I mean, this is like when Johnson & Johnson had their asbestos news. Some of them you just know it's bad, right? Especially the context of this tweet was like, wait a second, this is, I mean, he literally said like, we don't need China, right? And so it's like that's bad. Right? I mean, it was really bad, and it was like saying like, and it was also like making accusations like they've stolen all of our intellectual property, and blah, blah, blah. I mean, I'm like, oh man, this is really bad. And so by the time it started moving, and I'm like listening to it, I was like, if this reverses off of this, right, heavy, that type of thing, I was like, I'm just not going to tweet. But anyway, what I do want to do is point out the price action and how it works at the Go bars, right? So you can guys see that. So, and it was actually pretty cool because we did have some positive trenders that caught some really great moves today. Not even looking at SPX, right? So there was like some shorts, and some other names, that actually had, very good setups in it. I think and we'll talk about it at the recap later. But like Amazon here, I think was one of them. Let's take a look. Yeah, here we go. Go bar went right through this level right here, rejected the cloud. So Amazon was another key one, right? So I'm not sure if Apple was one. Anyway, we'll take a look at it the recap later. But yeah, there was lots of setups that, you know, even if not SPX, right? You can look at Amazon here. Like I'll just pull this one up real quick. We'll pull up the Amazons. 19. And again, days like this are rare, and so, you know, missing them is kind of a pain, but it doesn't matter. We've got these setups all the time, right? We're only going for 2 points a day, not necessarily 50 points a day, right? So don't need to get greedy, right? But let's look at the 1750s, for instance. And I think it was that time. It was like right there, right? Big volume came in that bar too. Goodness gracious, yeah, 1055. And so we had a bar here. I reckon it was 11. Oh goodness, was that it right there? 1035. Oh wow, that's pretty painful. These were 5 cents. I was a little bit far out of the money right there. I just forgot. Let's see. So let's do 1800s real quick, and then we'll take a look at gold. I mean, that's basically the only thing I could think about. There it is, right there. So that's your bar, 1055. So entry there on Amazon again here. I mean, obviously $9. That's even more expensive than SPX, but $9 all the way up to $50 as well. So we'll look at some others later. But anyway, it's all about it's all about seeing the setups, right? Elaine, I know, incredible day, right? Amazing. Great job. A lot of people did really well today. So these setups are really fantastic, right? So here, let's see, 1230. Let's just look at the 1230 bar. Yep. Wait, no, hold on. 1250. Not on this one, but I'm sure there was other good stuff. So anywho, we'll take a look at that at the recap later. So I know, right? Incredible. All right, guys, let's take a look at GLD. Let's see how that's looking. I can't imagine things are gonna get better over the weekend, right? I mean, GLS, like, what is that? Genesis Lease Limited? Like, did anyone trade like GLS today? Okay, gold seems to be, actually looks like it's putting in a closing diagonal, right? Like, so an upward diagonal, but it's kind of consolidating here pretty nicely. So gold could be, oh my goodness, up to 144. That's the 5-minute chart. Let's take a look at the daily, see how that looks. I think I need to auto zoom on this one. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so that was a big spike there today. That's the hourly. Inside 60 anchor. It's always good. Volatility spiked on that. Look at that. Close over those highs too. Incredible stuff. We take a look. I mean, IV is really high in gold too, which is weird that it's up, but let's take a look and see. See if there's anything interesting on that. GDX, Paul? How's it look? How's the count look for, is gold bullish, or are we topped out? I mean, guys, in the money is only 26 cents. I mean, everything's bull. How about gold is geo? I mean, this is pretty good, man. I mean, it's only 25 cents. Wait, this is today's expiration. Sorry, guys. Duh, let's not buy that. Let's look at the September's even. Albert, what's happening? You in on a Friday afternoon? Fantastic. Hope everything's going well. Silver, maybe, Joe. I mean, that's a possibility too. And this isn't bad either, guys. You know, $3 for some gold. I mean, I don't imagine gold is going to tank, right? So we take a look at that real quick. Let's pull up GDX real quick and just see. And we'll look at Nugget too. And SLV maybe. That's a big move right there. What I like about GLD is that it closed over the all-time highs, right? This still has some resistance up here on GDX. I mean, it hasn't closed yet, and gold hasn't closed yet, but it's over those highs, right? So that could get some people interested. So I like that. Let's take a look at Nugget. Look at SLV, and then I'll probably swing gold. Because I honestly, I don't think this dialogue is going to get any better over the weekend, and I don't feel like having puts. Yeah, so Nugget still below those highs there, and let's look at SLV. I mean, it could get bad, right? I mean, he could talk tonight and like this weekend, and he could be like, he could keep going. Yeah, silver is pretty strong too, guys. So definitely, I would say you could look at either one. Silver or gold. I like how it's like $16. That's kind of nice too. It is cheaper. I just don't. I just saying the daily chart. I mean, it's up to you guys. I mean, obviously, you do. These are only 68 cents, guys. How about silver? 104,000 open interest. Look at the calls. 104,000 open interest. Look at the open interest on the puts. There is zero. And this is open interest, y'all. That's not like today's volume, right? That's open interest. So that looks really interesting. We could how about silver 16s at 68 cents? Take a look at that, and then maybe some gold. That's the only thing I would feel comfortable swinging over the weekend, right? So we'll take a look at that. We'll take a look at SLV. I just like the price of that. 68 cents. That's a bargain, right? So September 20th. What are these? The 16s? Am I really looking at the same thing here? SLV, September 20th, 16s. I'm off on mine. 44 cents, 68 cents. I've got these off a little bit. I'm showing on my other screen here, I'm showing the September 20th. Are there two September 20th? Is it like a weekly September 20th? No. Yeah. So whatever you guys can get. Oh, it just looks goofy on here. Let's see what this is. I'll just say 68 cents looks good. Yeah, it's just my phone just looks goofy as I try to place an order here. Okay, yeah, so about 68 cents for silver. Okay, seems like a good deal. Okay, so I'm going to tweet that out. Yeah, no, I'm good. Yeah, it was weird how it looked like that, didn't it? So yeah, so I got 68 cents on silver too. So swing. SLV, September 20th, 16 C's at 0.68. And we could do like a stop at whatever, 30 cents. Okay. What is it, Robert? Okay. Now let's take a look at gold. You pay attention to falling nice. Cool. Well, I appreciate it. Not like yesterday. That's funny. Oh, I remember. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, it's cool. It happens. Everybody's learning. You just don't risk too much. Wow, $3 on gold on the 144s. Okay. So I'm gonna go gold. I just like where gold is closing, how it's closing at those highs there. That's pretty bullish, right? That's gonna get some other, maybe some institutions interested in it too. I'm not going crazy here, but I know. We'll take a look at SPY in a second here. Let me put this order in on gold. I just want to see where I want my stop on this one. Remember when I was looking at today's expiration? I was like, oh, that's a really good deal. I was like, oh yeah, because they're gonna expire today. So let me just throw money out the window, right? Gosh, that's a really nice candle today. That's almost like a little morning star reversal, like a strong morning star reversal on gold. So let's take a look. Look at the calls. These are the daily calls. So basically it'd be like below here, a low 141. So basically that's a pretty big candle. We could see some consolidation in it. What do you think, guys? We got I'm looking at the 144 is at like 305-ish right now. The low here is 144. And even if we put a stop 129. So we're basically looking at 50% risk on gold. I mean, we could always lower that risk later. I mean, if we got long here, it could still get up to like 331 pretty quickly. next week. I would have to imagine that preserving capital is my goal, Julian. Nice. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, silver looks good, guys. Up to you on gold. I mean, it looks pretty strong here. I might just keep the silver and let the gold. And it's cool if you get gold here, but the only thing with is this really like a super strong Morningstar reversal right here. It filled a bunch of gaps even on the option chart. And a lot of times with these, like you'll see like a little bit of a pullback and then a go. So we'll like silver's cool. I'm good with silver. And right here, I'll just wait and see if we can catch a little bit of a pullback on it. I don't know. It does look good though. Nice, Julian. Good job, man. Yeah, that's the way to go. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna post the silver. That's all I'm gonna take. I'm just gonna take silver over the weekend. Good. Thanks for mentioning the silver earlier. Good stuff. All right, let's take a look at SPY real quick before we kind of wrap up. But yeah, no problem. I mean, if I was going to take gold, I'd be here at 305. I just don't feel like putting a stop down at $1.29. I mean, we could go 50% of the range and just keep it at 249, but I just don't like. It's good. I like where it's closing. Anyway, I'm going to stop trying to talk myself into it. Silver feels like a good deal. Oh man, that SPY. Goodness gracious, look at that. Yep, filled the old gap too. Go to SPX. Oh, 28.35, really? I did say, I told I was DMing with somebody. Look at that, filled that gap right there. And I was DMing somebody today. I said, these will probably go to the 2900s. I said, they'll probably go to $60 today. Where is it? The 2900s dot SPXW 190823 puts 2900. Yep, $62. Incredible. Oh, breaks my heart. Even one call on those, it would be like, what was that? Like a $6,000 day. That'd be pretty nice. That'd be nice. Nice little, we'd get 60 points today. We could take several weeks off. So, it'll be so funny. Cool. Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. So this gap will probably get filled here today, especially through the cloud break right there. I mean, it's just playing out technically perfect today, right? Because, we take the stairs up, we take the elevator down, right? And so right through that gap. And then once we were here below the cloud, right? It's like we're just going to have a day like today and not fill this thing. So there it is. We write about this stuff. We talk about this stuff in the newsletter all the time. And it's like, I write it and I'm like, well, these gaps down here are magnets. And it's like, sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know, maybe it'll fill, maybe it won't. But I mean, I'm telling you, it's amazing how it happens. It really is incredible. And so much resistance right here. And I kept this line up here, this quadruple inside high. Remember that quadruple inside day that we had? That was clearly significant level, right? It's really, really important. Yep. And we had an NR7 day. Yep. 2 days ago, right there. So, Julian, just for thought, you good? Sweet. Yeah. Dude, great job this week, man. Really, really good job. And just think how much you'd have made if we would have taken those puts. I mean, that's the beauty of it, guys. At least hopefully everybody's seeing this, right? Because I'm getting a lot of DMs of people taking entries and stuff that like, on their own, which is phenomenal, right? Look at that. We even had a go bar right there, right at the end of the day, just like that, right? That would be a straight lotto. Right? Or holding BA? Oh, I know. Yeah, if you held BA, with the way you positioned too, today would have been quite. If you held BA and you took the puts right here, but I mean, look at that go bar, guys. It's perfect, and it makes sense too, right? That's why we have the cloud on here, right? I mean, it couldn't get over the cloud, right? Double tag right here, topping tail right here, topping tail right here, go bar, confluence. See ya. Love it. And he was tweeting during this bar right here. So that's why I was getting bad. That's why I was forming, right? So it gave you the total entry right there, and then boom. So, oh, a little bounce here, a little bounce at the end. So, but yeah, man, great job this week, man. Awesome stuff. And we'll just keep doing it, right? And so now that like you can see the price action and can see the setups, right? And these blue bars call it out really perfectly. And then you can look at the confluence, right, and follow the rules. Then you know, this is advanced stuff, man. No one has ever taught this before. I mean, this is just like an epiphany, right? I was like, I did a lot of inside bars, and I was like, okay, yeah, they're cool, right? Inside bars, nice signal bars, right? They move and all that stuff. And I was like, what about the outside bars, right? You know. And hey, Alpesh, silly question for the Go bars. How are we telling if they're going up and down? Is it confluence again? Yeah. And what you do is you pull up. You know, a lot of times, you know, there's some signals, right? There's a little bit of a feeling to it, right? There's like here, it's like, you know, we're at resistance, like heavy resistance, and we're putting a Go bar there, right? So, I mean, one of the keys is like, where is it kind of trending, right? So one of the things you could do is, and this is what Jake said, right? JAK. He said here, you know, you go do like appearance, and you switch it from candle to candle trend, and it'll show you the hollow bars are going up and the solid bars are going down, right? So if you click on that, right, this was a solid bar right here. So that in a way was indicating that, hey, this is really bearish, right? So you could focus on that. But the other thing you could do too is look at the different charts, right? And so you had here, you had confluence on your puts, right? And what we'll do is we'll look at the calls too and see what we had there too. So we had 1055, boom, boom, see ya, hello, oh, best day ever. Oh my goodness, they went up to like 63, those guys. Oh my God, I knew they'd go to 60. I said it, I called it. Ah. Anyway, so you got those. Then we go to the calls right here. So let's see, we're looking at 2,900 puts, and then we could look at, you know, whatever, the 2910 calls, for instance, at the time. Right, so this is your bar here, 1055. So look there. Okay, so at 1055, it also formed a blue bar, right? But which way was it going, right? It was going down, right? So that's the big difference, right? So what is the direction of, so some folks are already like kind of setting up their screens where they have like the 5-minute chart right here of the daily, and then they've got two other screens, like one here and here, one with the calls and one with the puts, right, that they're looking at, okay? And so when you pull them up side by side, right, and I'll show you real quick. When you pull them up side by side, okay? I don't know, when I paste it in, it puts an extra period on there. But let's go to the puts in the 2900s, for instance. Yeah, Julian, brilliant, man. Yeah. So when you put them side by side, right, at the time, it was like this. Okay, so you can see when they're weighted next to each other. I know, man. I know. Oh my goodness, there it goes. So, you know, so you put them, I don't know if you can see both of them here. Can you see them both? So here, right, you look at the calls and you look versus the puts, right? Well, obviously, first of all, we look at the main chart, right? We can see that's a bearish candle, right? And so it's a go bar, so it could go either way, but we can see the general direction if we look at the price action, right? It got to this key level here, it rejected the cloud. We have, you know, a topping tail here, upper shadows, right? So it's rejecting it, right? And then Trump's tweeting right here, he's some really negative stuff, so it helps to have that news behind you, right? And then you look at your calls and you look at your puts, and you see right here, right at 1055, the puts were getting pretty strong, weren't they? And look where when the next bar opened, where was it? It was at the top of the range, right? And here you look at the calls. I mean, where did they open? They were down. This was like this was a thick down bar, right? So if you just kind of go here real quick, if I go here to appearance just on the option candles right here, okay, and right, you see that was a bullish candle right there, right? See how it's hollow, right? And it opened at the top end of the range, and you go to this one, and it's going to be red, right? It's going to be thick red, right? It's going to be thick blue because Here you go, candle trend right there. There. See, that was that's bearish, right? The calls were going down, but the puts were going up. And so that's kind of your clue right there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So try not to get confused. So it helps to have like these kind of trend candles on here, so you can see the hollow ones are going up and the dark ones are going down, and so you know like kind of where you're opening. You combine it, right? You can see the main chart is like obviously very bearish. The put chart is bullish, and the call chart is very bearish, right? This is very bearish. It was like thick. This is kind of like a small, like I'm getting ready to move. This is like I'm losing all my premium right now because people are selling me, right? And this is like, I'm starting to build up a little bit of interest here, and I'm stronger, and I have confluence with the go bar here, and there we go. And that was the move. That was the move of the century, or at least of the week. So, but we'll see what we get next week. So, anyway, good stuff. It was fun, guys. It was a fun day. It was fun to observe. Lots of good educational material. Hope everybody had a great week. Julian, great job this week. We had some other subscribers that, we tweeted out, had some really, really phenomenal days today. So it's a great job with that. And we'll continue to try to find 60-point moves. But really the goal is, like I said, is going back to it. And we'll talk about it in the newsletter this weekend. The goal is, 2 points a day. 2 points a day is 10 points a week. And even if you only do one contract per trade, right? That's if you make 10 points in a week, that's $1,000 that week. Then when you get better and better, right? You do 2 contracts, you make $2,000 a week, right? So anyway, good stuff. It's my pleasure. Have a great weekend, everybody. Looking forward to doing the newsletter. We'll do the recap video and all the levels and all that stuff. And enjoy the rest of your evening and your weekend. And remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you soon.